matchup we got, and I think this one will be the best game of the weekend. 49ers at Dallas. The 90s rivalry revived.
Oh, I feel like a kid again.
Oh man, I grew up a Niners fan. The only football jersey I possessed as a kid growing up was a Steve Young jersey. Nice. Steve Young was my favorite and is to this day still my favorite NFL player of all time. And this definitely brings back the nostalgia. I did get to meet Steve Young. I met Steve Young I met him in Indianapolis when was I playing? I was not actually playing at this time, but let me see if I remember how this went down. I met him after the Colts Bengals played in Indianapolis. I was getting ready for the draft or getting ready to I'm trying to remember how it went down.
Did you go full fanboy?
I wasn't a player. I know that. I don't remember exactly what date this was, but I got to shake his hand, say hi to him. It was my idol. That's my football player idol.
Right. So washing this hand again.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like because I'm left-handed. He's left-handed. I'm like, I'm never watching this hand again. I'm a lefty. We're lefties. We got to stick together. We're lefties. But Steve Young was prime San Francisco, the last great quarterback for San Francisco. And they're going up against the Cowboys in Jerry World. Cowboys are slightly favored in this. They're favored minus 165. And personally, I feel like I said before, San Francisco is probably out of the NFC. They're the most dangerous in the regard that they are a team that plays downhill football. They're not traditionally they don't lean on their spread formations as much as other teams in the NFC do. They will be playing downhill fast, and while the Cowboys have an exquisite defense, this is a team that's hot right now. This is a team that's shown they can put up points with anybody, and I feel like San Fran comes out of this one a winner. That's just me.
I'm hoping, I just hope that that's what it is because I can't stand every week that the Cowboys are in the playoffs. It's just
but you don't like Scooter saying
here
Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. You don't like
he's going to be chat.
That is annoying to hear.
Especially if Dak goes out and balls hard and throws for 4 touchdowns, you will never hear the end of it. You will never. That's why I think they're going to win because I don't deserve nice things. I think the Cowboys win. They've played well all year. They've had a great season. I think that the only thing, they might get all the way to the NFC Championship game, and the path is clear for them. All they got to do is get past this one, and then they got either the Cardinals or the fucking Rams, 2 fucking choking ass, beat up teams. Cowboys have a clear path. Unless San Francisco takes care of this problem,
there's a chance.
It's going to get worse.
There's always
a chance.
Never doubt the ability of Mike McCarthy to fuck up a key situation.
Yeah, that's true. Don't get me wrong. Don't be
Mike. Hey, nobody expected Green Bay to beat Dallas with Jared Cook doing the wonderful grab by the sidelines.
Yes, he did win a Super Bowl. McCarthy did.
Yeah, because of Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you thinking, Justin? I know you're over there as the only Cowboys fan in the group. What's up? What you thinking?
I do agree with you that the downhill running, we're not the most stout team up front or through the middle. Even though we got a linebacker that'll probably be all pro, he's not a great run defender when you're running straight at him.
I love Micah Parsons though; he is a beast.
He's a monster. Yeah. I mean, chasing down plays, doing athletic shit, but hitting the motherfucker in the mouth, he's still a little light in the ass for that kind of football. I'm sure Shanahan will try to isolate him a little bit, see how bad he wants to hit people. But I think he'll be in good shape. Of course, I'm picking the Cowboys to win. Needless to say, just like Tree, I don't have a terrible towel. Or actually, I do have a Cowboys helmet here.
Really?
Yeah, my youth league team. We were the Cowboys, so I got my 3rd grade football helmet, painted up just like
miniature.
Yeah. Well, had a big ass head back then, so it might still fit. Yeah, I think I think Dak's gonna do well. We'll protect. I mean, O-line's allegedly healthy finally. Hopefully we can do enough to slow Nick Bosa down. I mean, we got two pretty. I mean, Lord, please keep Tyron Smith healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
Baby Jesus.
Tyron Smith wears a fucking knee brace on his elbow.
Oprah Winfrey, Tom Cruise, all y'all, please.
I feel like that dude is like
Scientologist.
That dude is literally a Mechazord, but everything breaks, a small part breaks down on him every other week. So you got to bring him back in the shop for repairs.
Yeah,
I don't think he's even human.
Joints.
It's just like a robot. It's like, oh no, there goes my exterior. I need to get this repaired.
It's like Terminator.
Pretty much, except he blocks.
Yes.
Who's the receiver that tore his Galloway?
Michael Gallup.
Cedric Wilson came in and acquitted himself quite nicely.
Yeah, pretty good.
We still have three really good receivers.
Yeah,
Cooper
and Lamb.
At times.
Cooper and Lamb.
Amari Cooper is key. Amari Cooper is going to be key for them boys.
But it's a home game, so Amari Cooper will probably play well. On the road, he's very up and down. But at Jerry World, he tends to play pretty good.
How do you think Blake Jarwin's going to fare?
Oh, that's right.
Well, Jarwin or Schultz, or one of your tight ends.
Schultz,
I mean, they do have Al-Shaair and Fred Warner, who I think are solid middle linebackers, but I don't know how you think they're going to fare against San Francisco.
I think having Jarwin back, I think he was back last week actually, but Dalton Schultz has had a hell of a year. Not the greatest inline blocker in the world, but in the pass game, proven to be pretty good safety net for Dak. And if they're getting after the quarterback, which they have a tendency to do, I think Eric Armstead and Bosa together are pretty formidable. They could cause some issues. So you're going to need the ability to get the ball out of your hands pretty quick at times, whether you're swinging it out to Pollard out of the backfield or one of the tight ends doing some stuff in the middle. I like our chances. I like our chances. I think this is the hard talking.
The smart thing would be to give the fucking ball to Pollard more than you give it to Zeke, because Zeke has not been 100%, and Pollard has just been running so much harder, so much quicker through the tackles. Just give the ball to Pollard. It's time. If you want to win, he's going to have the majority of the carries. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck how much you pay Zeke. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm like, hey there, Mike McCarthy, you need to get me a win, okay? We ain't have a win here since I built this fucking stadium. You better fucking give me that shit.
I mean, lately,
I'll tell you what.
He's looking for a back to run up.
Yeah, I think that is where that's a key to the game that a lot of people are not really paying attention to. The running game of the Cowboys has to factor in to this game. It has to be a factor if they want to win. Because we know the Niners running game is going to be a factor. Mm-hmm. And that is something that a lot of teams, like I keep saying, a lot of teams are going to find out that if they run into these teams that like to run the ball and control the clock, it is going to spell big problems for them. Yes, because their offenses are going to be on the field seldom. And when they're on the field, they're going to be going up against a fully rested defense that's not going to have to chase them halfway through the drive.
Yeah, and I think San Francisco
at the beginning.
I think they have an interior line advantage. San Francisco does too. So they're probably going to be doing a lot of gut runs. They're going to be doing a lot of trickery too with Deebo Samuel, who I think is San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel is going to be the X factor for the Niners.
And George Kittle,
a great game.
Oh yeah, our interior is not the strongest. I mean, obviously Zach Martin's a fucking beast, but the center and other guard have had issues. I think the most penalized offensive line in football this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Teams, if I remember correctly.
You're probably right there too. And undisciplined football, bites you in the ass. Come playoff time.
And then there's penalties. I think the Cowboys are the most penalized team.
Maybe 10 a game, 7.
Yeah, they're 8, 9, 10 a game. I know last year they were the most penalized team in the NFL.
It's been a lot.
So, with all that being said, I'm going with these Niners. I think the Niners. I think we kind of all hope, except for Justin, we kind of all hope the Niners get this one pulled out. Fuck Cowboys. Now, next up.